Bumblebees are some of the most important pollinators on the planet, and the science behind how they work is far more fascinating than their fuzzy appearance suggests. One of their most impressive abilities is thermoregulation. Bumblebees can raise their body temperature by vibrating their flight muscles without moving their wings. This allows them to warm their thorax enough to fly in temperatures that would ground most insects. This trait, known as heterothermy, is one reason bumblebees thrive in cooler climates. They also use a unique foraging technique called buzz pollination. By gripping a flower and vibrating their flight muscles at specific frequencies, they shake loose pollen that remains trapped from other insects. This makes them essential pollinators for crops like tomatoes, blueberries, and many native wildflowers. Honeybees cannot perform this behavior, but bumblebees can. Bumblebee colonies are small, short-lived, and follow a very specific annual cycle. In most species, only newly mated queens survive winter. The workers and males die at the end of the season, and the queen starts an entirely new colony by herself in the spring. This annual cycle is one of the defining characteristics of the Bombus genus. Inside the nest, their social structure is simple but efficient. A single queen lays eggs, while female workers handle foraging, nest building, and brood care. Bumblebee colonies typically range from a few dozen to a few hundred individuals, far smaller than honeybee hives, which can reach tens of thousands. Their bodies are adapted for efficient pollen collection. The dense hair across their thorax and abdomen carries electrostatic charges during flight, helping pollen grains stick to their bodies. On their hind legs, many species have a structure called a corbicula, a pollen basket, used to pack and transport pollen back to the nest. Bumblebees also display well-documented learning abilities. Research shows they can learn color and shape patterns, remember rewarding flowers, and adjust foraging routes based on experience. They are capable of associative learning, linking specific visual cues to nectar rewards, a trait shared by other bees, but especially well studied in bumblebees. Some species take a very different approach to reproduction. The group known as cuckoo bumblebees does not build its own nests. Instead, a female enters a host colony, suppresses or replaces the resident queen, and relies on the workers of that colony to raise her offspring. This strategy is well documented across several Bombus subgenera. Even the way bumblebees sense their environment is remarkable. Their hairs can detect subtle airflow changes. Their vision includes ultraviolet light, and their navigation relies on both visual landmarks and the polarization patterns of sunlight. Despite their gentle reputation, bumblebees play an enormous ecological role. They pollinate wild plants, support entire ecosystems, and are critical to agriculture. Yet many species worldwide are declining due to habitat loss, pesticide exposure, and climate change. The more researchers study them, the more they reveal an insect whose biology is specialized, efficient, and essential to the natural world. Bumblebees aren't just charming pollinators. They are complex, highly adapted insects whose behavior, physiology, and ecology continue to teach scientists how sophisticated even small creatures can be.